Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how we sounded. So we had a little bit of action last night. I'm gonna break all the stuff down a little bit. Let me know how we sounded. Make sure you go ahead and like the live as you'll hop up in here, y'all. Sounds good. What's going on, Brandon? So we got some interesting setups today. Now, y'all watched the Sunday chart analysis yesterday or last night. Remember, was talking about was looking at possible GEU sales if we put a low of 34.40 as resistance. You see, the price failed to do so, which brought the bullish momentum back into play. So we're going to be looking for buys and see if these all-time, not these all-time highs, but see if these high highs can get broken right here looking at GEU. Now, it's done a big move already. And just like yesterday, remember we was talking about with GJ and a couple other charts. Remember I said don't be too sharp surprised and see consolidation and price retrace. That's what GJ did yesterday. Again, you see what GJ did going into London session. And then what did we see? We saw price retrace before the New York session hit. And then consolidate the rest of the day. Again, that's probably playbook for a reason. So we're going to be looking at possible GU buys. We're going to be looking at DJ buys. And possible gold. Like reverse. We're going to below this level that we rejected yesterday. Or we didn't hit yesterday, I should say. And remember when everybody on the internet was telling y'all to short NAS because the quote-unquote war started. Imagine what would have happened if you would have listened to all those people on the internet instead of following the market structure. Right, there is nothing bearish on the charts right now. We just saw that new higher high get broken and made. Right, so I'm not really going to take this NAS sale. We talked about this NAS sale yesterday. But I'm not really going to trade NAS right now because we're literally right back at the all-time highs. So we'll let price retrace before I mess with NAS again. We got a few news events today, so make sure to like the live as y'all hop in. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after the live is over. Let me go ahead and drop that in the chat for y'all. So we got a few news events today. We got 8:30 Canadian news, and then at 10 a.m. we got GBPUSD news. So I'm liking how gold's looking. If gold can hold 33.23 as resistance, we're looking for sales going down to 33.06. G, we're going to be looking for buys. So we're looking for price to retrace and retest 35.60 as support, or we'll see if we break above the whole 35.95 as support. They'll look for T-buys from 36.25. GJ, we're going to look for buys as well. Again, it did a big move, made a higher high Friday and yesterday. We see price retracing. We're going to let price retrace, but we're still looking for buys. As long as we can hold 196.70 as support for buys. So we're going to see if we can break above the whole 197.15 as support here. We look for buys going back up to the highest here at 198. You see here again as well in a breakout trade, we see price reject this level. So again, we're just going to Wait to see if we can pull one of these two levels of support right here. Juice right here. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When we charge, drop in the chat. Mainly gonna be paying attention to gold. Well, GJ is pushing, MG is pushing numbers also. Mainly gonna be paying attention to these three right here. Those just joining the stream who are not into anything yet, these are trade ideas. Make sure to hit that first link in the description or free signal on Telegram. Y'all see other streams how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up. I got some new stock updates dropping for y'all later on this week. But speaking of stock updates, if y'all watched that video I dropped, I think I dropped it like a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna drop it in the chat so I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me find it really quick. Yeah, I dropped it literally 2 weeks ago. If y'all would have got it, oops, if you would have got into these coins, y'all be up right now. Y'all should be up right now if y'all got into. Well, these aren't coins. I'm tripping. If you would have got into these ETFs I talked about 2 weeks ago, y'all should be up right now. We're getting new payouts. I think we got one actually. It wasn't yesterday. Let me check. Uh, yeah, y'all should have got some dividends yesterday. So if y'all would have got into those, y'all should have received at least 3 different payouts so far. 2 from OT. OT paid yesterday. OT also paid not last week, but the week before that. Um, and then yesterday, Nvidia also gave a payout for the dividends as well. So y'all could have received within 2 weeks 3 different payouts from these ETFs. And then Coney's up. I'm up 14% on Coney right now. Went up 1% yesterday. 13% for the week. I'm up 14%. And the Tesla I'm up almost 8% right now, not including the dividends I received. So yeah, these stocks are doing their thing right here. Also on the crypto side, if you're on Kraken, they got a few coins that paying 15 to 21% APR, y'all. I'm not getting that with this money chilling guys. I'm telling y'all, we're investing right here, day trading. Invest long term as well as stocks and crypto. I gotta invest y'all's money, y'all, and grow that stuff. So right now we're just letting price do its thing. Again, they did big moves yesterday. They did kind of some decent moves last night. We got some news later on today. So right now we're just letting price retrace, retest, just wait to see if it's going to hold these levels or retrace for us. Gold's kind of chilling right here, so we are keeping close eye on gold. It hasn't broken past that number I'm looking at price. So we're just chilling right there. And then, like I said, GJ, I think the retrace as much as it wants, we're still looking for buys as of right now. Yesterday, NAS when that's projected, GN when that's projected. Let me pull up the other one. You know, we caught a nice move on Eden yesterday as well. Caught a nice little move. All right, so this was the initial move it did before New York session, off the retest called the signal. Caught a nice move there to start off the week as well as the GJ setup. And again, this is why it's important to follow the rules of price and market structure. I talked about this because we doing this live, right? I know y'all be seeing my videos on y'all's algorithm. I know y'all had at least seen 1 or 2 videos online with us on TikTok. By the way, make sure to follow me on TikTok. Just keep scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Instagram, _way, TikTok _click away post daily on both pages. I know y'all had to see at least 2 to 3 videos minimum of all these people talking about, oh, the war is starting, short Nash, short Nash. But what did I tell you? I said, unless we break below hold 21,470 as resistance, we're still bullish. Look what happened yesterday. Look what happened last night. New higher high, right? So again, this is why it doesn't matter what's happening, what news events. Look at the charts, follow the charts. Right, the charts rule and whatever. But yeah, so we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Want to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. Mainly paying attention to gold and GJ right now. What's going on, my boy? Slipping here. What's going on, Maggie? Long time back. Welcome back. Welcome back. GBJ's pushing back up, and GU did goals rejecting, so we're just gonna let gold do this thing. Again, still got a little bit of work to do before we're in a downtrend. But we got Ian pushing up, so we have a few setups right here. Like I said, I'm really not gonna trade NAS. It just made higher highs, all-time highs. So unless it retraces, I'm not really gonna mess with it. Um, I might take a look at US30 SPX, see if we have some more room to trade on those charts. But GU's doing what we was talking about as well. When we go into the screen right here, did a nice retest. You can see again, this is why we mark off at these key price levels. Look how you see it tapped and it's rejecting. Happened a little too quick for me, so I missed that setup. Like I said, I'm mainly paying attention to. I was paying attention to gold, but now switching over to EM and GJ for possible high setup. I'm about to actually take a look at US30 SPX and see if I want to mark these levels off on here and then possibly trade on these charts also. So let me take. Yeah, actually, that is what I'm going to do. So I'm about to mark off US30 right now because US30 we have a lot more data to the left. Give me 1 second. Oh, shit. I tried to save y'all's ears, y'all. I tried to mute it, but I couldn't mute it in time, so I had to hold my sneeze in. So hopefully, earphone users, I apologize, but I could not hit the mute button in time. I tried. Maybe I got a dust off my desk or something, or somebody's talking. Yeah, let me mark these levels off really quick on US30. So I'm not going to trade NAS today. We're going to switch to US30. So I'm about to mark these levels off really quick on US30, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, y'all. So give me a second. And my bad, earphone users. I really did try to mute. I don't know if y'all could hear that click. I missed it like twice, and then it was too late. So I just had an alert go off. I'm about to see what that alert was. What was that? I think that was a gold pushing back down. Gold pushed a little bit. Let's see. GJ pushed as well. So again, we're looking for buys on GJ. Right now, we're going to see if we hold 197.15 as support. If we don't hold 197.15 as support, we're going to look for buys on 197.45. That's the game plan right there, y'all. That's the game plan. Appreciate it, my boy. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm about to mark up US30. Like I said, NAS, we have all-time highs hit, so I'm not going to trade when we're at all-time highs. But US30, we have a lot more information to go off of, so that means there's a lot more levels to trade off of, which means we're not just going to be guessing where the price can go. Because again, that's the difference between us and the majority of traders out there. That's why everybody says trading is gambling, because there again, that's why everybody says trading is risky, because they're being risky on the charts. Again, we only go for high probability, high quality setups, and we only take A plus setups over here, which is why our win rate is so high and our losses are so low. If you haven't checked out our win rate, y'all see it scrolling on y'all screens, but go ahead and hit that first link in the description, join the free super Telegram. Y'all see on the screen how we did last quarter. We're going to pull that up in a second as well. But let me just I got these charts really quick. Fuck is now? 1 second. I might mark out. I might look at SPX too, but for now, we're just doing this. Now we're just doing this. All right, just like how yesterday, Y'all ain't hear me talk about euro pairs in at least a year. We took the yen setup, made some money. So again, when you understand the charts, you can trade literally anything. You can trade literally anything you want. I get questions all the time. Like, what chart should I look at? Now I do have my favorites, but you can trade anything you fucking want. That's the beauty of it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set my alerts. So, all right, so looking at US30, was done a big move yesterday, last night as well. Dang, we just missed the retest on US30. Uh, we got a lot of possible opportunities popping up. Like we have a ton of opportunities popping up right now. We're tripping at all. Not tripping at all. So looking at US30, just missed a nice entry, but if it can hold 42,915 as support, we can look for buys going 43.35 and possibly as high as 43,150. Right, we're kind of like NAS100, but again, we have a lot more information to the left versus NAS100. This is the high, we're at the all-time highs. So US30, we're about to see if we can break these highs, hold it from resistance to support, because that's what needs to happen for the trend to continue. Just like the price action technical analysis playbook tells us. All right, you see gold still kind of chilling here, still you see the wick underneath here, still holding this low as resistance. CGJ still holding this low as resistance. We need to see if we can break back above and go that support. So that's what we're waiting on there. And the EN, we can see a possible buy setup here also. It can break above and hold one out. 92.65 and 92.70 as support. We can look for buys going into 93.30. So we got a few setups we're looking at, y'all. Again, we do got some news today also. We got Canadian news at 8:30. Then 10 a.m. we got USD and GBP news. Then later on tonight, when markets reopen, we got Australian news. So we're going to see if GJ can hold this level right here. That's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now. Got a new 15 about to pop up in a little bit. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we're looking at new charts, drop them in the chat. Yeah, I like this right here. Again, it's all about patience. We understand the rules of price. We know what our game plan is. All we're doing is just sticking to that and waiting for our confirmations and volume to kick in. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. I can see all three of these charts looking nice. US30 looking nice as well. We get adjustments to that retest. I like this. So we're going to see it as long as it doesn't take off. We're going to see what's next. We got a lot of stuff, bro. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after the live is over if you haven't already. We'll go ahead and drop the chat. Yeah, but I got some good videos lined up for y'all. Got a lot of stuff on the list lined up for y'all behind the scenes. just gotta record and edit some videos. I'm gonna do that later on today. Again, we're right back in business. So we're gonna look for a retest, right? Because we like to involve retest. We're gonna see the price can retrace a little bit for us before we pull the trigger on that. We see gold is right back below this level here. We see US30 doing what it does. If you only missed that entry, I literally was just marking up the level, so did that live, so missed that setup. It is what it is, but we got, as you can see, a bunch of other opportunities forming at the same time. So there's no reason to FOMO and a rush a setup. All right, we're up for the week so far. We're up from last week. We're up for the month. We're up for the quarter. We're up for the year. There's no reason to be in a rush and hurt our profits for no reason. As you can see, there's tons of possible setups all over the place. As far as how we're doing so far this week, I don't know if I want to count. I'm gonna say 1-0 because this was a trade from Friday that played out into Monday, well Sunday night into Monday, so we're 1-0 for the week. But we caught this nice GJ setup. Again, this was a signal that was called on Friday. We broke this down during Friday stream as well. So 5 RR. Well, it went a lot further, but I didn't catch that whole move. I'm never gonna act like I catch every pip because I don't. Then we caught this nice ES setup right here, nice number one. So that's how we're doing so far this week. Again, make sure to check out the Sunday chart analysis. We're already doing as projected. Like I always tell you on the Sunday chart analysis, it goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes over what we see price doing throughout the entire week. And 2-1 last week. Again, we had a bank holiday. It was a little bit slower last week, but we still made some money. It was still up for the week, which was low. And then the week before that, we went 4-1. It was an 80% rating with 5 over the week before that. So that's how we're doing so far this month. If you scroll to June 2nd, you can see how we did last month. Last month, May, we went 19-1, give us a 95% number. Our total of 33,162 pips. You see that right here. You click right here, it's going to take you a month. All wins and losses are posted and go live every single day. Literally everything's data time and documented. Keep none of this stuff up, y'all. You go to subscribers, you go down to photos. There's over 1,600 photos, over 3 or 4 receipts. You can see screenshots, positions, the results, testimonials, all that good stuff, y'all. You really do this over here. So make sure to explore the channel, y'all. Again, like I talked about earlier during this live, if y'all got into those ETFs I talked about 2 weeks ago, y'all should be up. Y'all should have received at least 3 dividend payouts so far. 2 weeks, 3 different payouts. And y'all should be up on those ETFs right now. All right, so check y'all's accounts if you haven't already. So DJ's doing a nice push. So again, if it doesn't retest like I want, we're just simply just going for buys at the next level. Give it a face price. And gold's still kind of chilling right there. So let's see. I'm trying to pull up another chart. So I kind of am curious to see. Well, my charts are looking at it doing. We got a research. So we got a new 15 by pop up in a little bit. US30 retrace back down. Again, we got a few news events today. Now let's see what this next 15 looks like. Looks like Ian's trying to push as well. Got a lot of possible setups. So it looks like this is about to try to push. So if it doesn't retest, we're just going to look for buys at 197.45 on this. I'm also like how Ian's looking right here. Gold didn't hold as resistance, so we simply don't take the setup. It's a nice push. Right, this is another reason why you need to follow the flow of price in a bigger time frame. Because imagine we would have just hopped on this time frame and saw price broke this level and then broke this level, we would have went for sales, right? And people would have been confused and had their stop loss set when price is doing this. This is when we got to again not chase price and follow the flow of price. So we're going to switch this over. Again, this it didn't really retest. I mean, retraded too, but it didn't retest like I wanted it to. So we're just gonna wait to see the build this level right here. Again, I'm not worried about missing any money because I don't look at candlesticks as money anymore. And y'all shouldn't look at candlesticks as money either. When you start looking at every candlestick as missing money, you're gonna be able to stay a lot more cool, calm, and collected and stick to your rules, focus on your settings. When you're looking at every candlestick and every pip as, oh, I'm missing all the money. That's when the impulsive is. So I'm about to see what this next 15 looks like. You said right here, if the goal is a 3367, that's what goal is, that we should start looking for buys. So I wouldn't look for buys on gold personally, unless we break back above 3372. You could possibly, if it breaks back above, like we was talking about yesterday, 3350, get some short-term buys, but for the uptrend to be back to the play, we're going to need a whole 3374 as support. So I wouldn't look for buys unless we see that happen. And we do see US30 reacting the same way to this level, which is why, again, I tell you, like the pace price, imagine you would have FOMOed in because you would have thought the US30 is about to take off. If we trace right back to our ideal entry, and then you could have took the setup. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. If you need charts, drop them in the chat. I don't mean right now. I just wanted to figure out. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah, you're straight. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, but that's when I'd look for buys personally on gold at that level. And then again, we see GJ retracing. So we see a lot of charts kind of just chilling right now. Like I always say, we do got news popping off. We do got Canadian news at 8:30. And at 10 a.m. we got USD and GBP news. So we're gonna see what happens between now and 6 a.m. But usually when we have news and we don't see any action between those time frames, it's most likely going to wait until 8:30 when we have news, of course, or 9:30 when New York Open happens. Like we see right here, we got news at 10 a.m. So we're going to see how that news plays out. All right, Joe. So we got a new 15 about to pop up. We're still going to be on the charts. But like I said, we're going to see how price plays out between now and going into New York Open. Dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out after the live stream is over. Also, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join free C1 for Telegram. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since y'all joined. Like I already know, if you're interested in how to identify these levels for some mentorship programs, go ahead and hit those links in the description. If you want to contact me directly, you can be on my Instagram, Telegram, and TikTok. I respond to all messages. And we'll be back on the chart same time tomorrow. London session 3 m. EST.